Good evening from InvestSharp.com. This is Randy Smotone with your Monday, November 22nd market update. Actually wound up having a decent day in the market. Started out really weak all day long, and then had quite a run in the afternoon to close. Close pretty decently. Held up well thanks to the Nasdaq. So the dollar, gold, and silver were up today. Copper and oil were down. Light sweet crude futures were down 24 cents to settle at $81.74 a barrel. So taking a look at the dollar ETF here, we've had really no much after this selling here in the dollar. We haven't had much really buying or selling much of anything going on in the dollar. Just it drifted up here, hit this downtrend line, and it's kind of hanging out down here now. And above the 30, I think it's holding around the 10 or so. Yeah, the blue line's a 10 days. So it's right here thought the 10 and the 50, the orange colored gold colored line's 50. Let's go take a look at the West Texas Intermediate Point and Figure chart. Oil continues to struggle. It's been kind of weak. The euro's been weak, so the oil's been got weak. We went all the way up here at about 88 or so. After we had breakout here, and then we pulled all the way back. And if we print $79 a barrel, we're going to go back on a sell signal on oil. So right now we have a bullish price objective on oil of $105 a barrel, unless we go on a sell signal. So let's go take a look at the Dow. So the Dow, even though it was only down about 25 points, down 0.22%, it was the weakest today at 11,178 where it closed. As you can tell, we got as low as 11,054, and then we ran all the way back up. Actually closed right above the 30-day moving average. So it's pretty impressive, even though we've seemed to continue to have this resistance up here. And S&P, same thing. We got really down to 1,184 in the S&P. Of course, we closed at 1197, but again, pretty impressive. Nasdaq actually was had the most strength today, and being up 0.55%, up almost 14 points to 2532, and actually did take out this prior high of 2526 right here. So it did take that out. So it's holding up really well. Taking a look at gold via the GLD. So get rid of that trend line. Didn't seem to make any. So gold, it's still hanging out here. I mean, it's holding up pretty well, trying to make it come back. It did catch, by the 50, and it's got some moving averages here, but it looks like it's going to break through them possibly. But still holding. It did come down here, bounced off the 50, holding up pretty well. Whoops. SLV. SLV has been very, silver's been much stronger. Silver ETF's looking really good here, and been much stronger. The copper JJC ETF looked like it has a little dragonfly doji today, a little tiny doji if you can even see it in there. After this selling here, they had a little buying. It's just drifting around. It's trapped below the 30 here for now. Let's see, the VIX Volatility Index. Popped a little bit today. It was up much higher, crossed over the 20 mark to 2014, pulled back. So get rid of that. And so option pricing still decent here since they staying pretty low. Good thing. Look at the XLF real quick. So trying to hold. We've here and here. Get rid of that. And we're trying to hold this trend line. We'll see if the banks continue to be very, very weak. Just can't seem to get a bid. Every time they get a bid, it seems like they get pushed down. Home builders, of course, again, kind of look like financials. They popped up through here, broke out, lots of volume, then have drifted back down lower. But it seems like they're trying to catch support here around this 1550 or so. Let's see, what else? Let's go take a look at the McClellan oscillator. Looking at the overbought, oversold conditions. If and when it responds, here we go. All right, so we're still pretty neutral, minus 19. So we're still, overbought would be up here, oversold down here, like when we got way down here, and so we're pretty neutral. Could go either way. So the market seems to be continued to rest after our big run, and like we said, we got that overhead resistance. Haven't been able to take it out yet. Let's go look at the sectors. So 7 of the 16 sectors follow finish in the green today. The gold index, which are the miners, they had the largest percent gain. They were up 1.22%. The bank index was the weakest, down 1.52%. And I think I forgot to mention the volume today actually started picking up, and we had about average daily volume today. So volume, and I was going by the SPYs and the Qs and IWM and diamonds. That's what I use. So actually volume wasn't too bad. Chart watch. Netflix. We had a really nice profit in this one today, and because we bought some out of the money options down here, so that was a nice big winner for us. Happy about that one. FFIV breaking out, looks good. Green Mountain Coffee, I think some more rumors about it being bought out there, breaking higher. Riverbed breaking out today. Coles breaking higher today. Informatica took out this prior high right here, so it's a lot of volume coming in today. So watch this one first from higher prices. Looks good. Gillian Activewear breakout today. Volume had this falling white wedge, big nice breakout today here on this stock. Probably could get on board here. CMG breaking higher, still looks good. Temple Inland right up into resistance of that trend line, but lots of volume. So it looks like, I don't know what, I haven't didn't look at the news or anything on it, so I don't know what caused it for that huge pop, but it can kind of move like this sometimes. But if we can take out that trend line, then it should have some higher prices. Tyson Foods, this has been in a channel down for quite some time, and a nice big move here on earnings. Probably will have some more upside. Possibly you can watch for a flag or something to buy on that one. Bull flag. Talbot's still holding around the 11. That looks like a pretty interesting play there. Coinstar breaking out above the downtrend line today, looking good. Aruba Networks, nice ascending pattern, lots of volume coming in, peaking higher today. Nice breakout for it as well. Caterpillar, it's just hanging out up here, but it seems like it wants to go higher and break higher. CTXS, Citrix Solutions, breaking out as well. Flowserve, it's right at the trend line, but it does seem, and it's holding up really well. It's got the 30 right above it. It's kind of trapped, but it seemed like it wants to go higher. I think it was a little overdone there. SanDisk, watch for this uptrend line. It hit, so it's about there again. But if it can take this out, it's had plenty of volume to do it. I'm not seeing any selling anymore in it at all. So this one looks like it wants higher as well, especially if it take out that trend line there. Entropic Communications, I talked about this over the weekend too. The triangle, so watch for break higher over Friday's high. Valspar, I like this breakout. This has been consolidating for quite some time between 29 and 32.50, so should have a target somewhere around possibly 36, and so nice breakout there on earnings. WellPoint breaking out, taking out the uptrend line, so should use that for some support now. Patriot Coal at resistance, so watch for it to break out above today's highs. It looks like it's out the volume. If it has it tomorrow, that it will break higher. DSW breaking out, going higher. LOGM, always been strong for quite some time, going higher. This company is going to put itself up on the market, it looks like, up on the chopping block. So lots and lots of interest here, and it looks like it should have some higher prices. Of course, it depends on when it gets bought and how much they pay for it, but it looks good. Alpha Natural Resources, ANR, looking strong, looks good. Open, up at, once it takes out this prior resistance, should have a nice move higher, but it looks good. This Vocus, breaking higher, it's been real strong. Travel Zoo, been watching this one, and it's after it broke out, it's just kind of hanging around here, so it still looks good though. It's holding up pretty well. I like this scan source. I like a couple things about it. I like the falling wedge. I like all the volume coming in today, and I like how it's got a piercing line right here, this little pattern. So it did take out the midpoint of this candle, open below it. So it's like I like that. So that actually looks like a pretty interesting possible play there to ride that one back up into the 30 plus dollar amount. Sienna, another one. There's a lot of stuff holding up well. It held up really well today. Looks really good. Teradyne breaking out today. I really like this one. Lots of volume behind it, and it's been consolidating down here quite some time. So that one also looks good. Let's go take a look at the current market signals. Follow the point and figure chart for the Dow, Nasdaq, S&P. The Dow's already gone on a sell signal, but Nasdaq and S&P and Russell all are holding up really well, and here's the price objective for the point figure chart. So they still look really good. Let's see what else. On deck for tomorrow, we have a lot of data out this week. Actually, we have the quarterly GDP number tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. We'll also get the monthly U.S. existing home sales at 10 a.m. and then we'll get the FOMC meeting minutes from the last meeting, and that's out at 2 p.m. Of course, that's all in Eastern time. All right, so that is it for today. Thanks for watching.